The muscles of the neck, vocal cords, and tongue are critical for functions like speech, swallowing, and head movement. Here's an overview of these muscles. 1. Muscles of the neck. The neck muscles are divided into superficial, intermediate, and deep layers. Superficial neck muscles, platysma, thin muscle that lies just under the skin. Helps tense the neck and lower the mandible. Sternocleidomastoid SCM, involved in head rotation and flexion. Trapezius upper fibers, elevates the shoulders and extends the neck. Supraoid muscles above the hyoid bone. Mylohyoid, elevates the hyoid and floor of the mouth. Stylohyoid, elevates and retracts the hyoid bone. Digastric anterior and posterior belly, assists in opening the mouth and elevating the hyoid. Infraoid muscles below the hyoid bone. Sternohyoid, depresses the hyoid. Omohyoid, depresses and retracts the hyoid. Thyrohyoid, elevates the larynx or depresses the hyoid. Sternothyroid, depresses the thyroid cartilage. Deep neck muscles, scalene muscles anterior, middle, posterior, assist in neck flexion and elevation of the first two ribs. Longus colli and capitis, flex and stabilize the cervical spine. Levator scapulae, elevates the scapula and assists with neck lateral flexion. 2. Muscles of the vocal cords. Intrinsic muscles of the larynx. These muscles control the tension and position of the vocal cords. Cricothyroid, stretches and tenses the vocal cords, increasing pitch. Thyroarytenoid, relaxes the vocal cords, lowering pitch. Vocalis, fine-tunes tension in the vocal cords. Lateral cricoarytenoid, adducts, closes the vocal cords. Posterior cricoarytenoid, abducts, opens the vocal cords. Transverse and oblique arytenoids, adduct the vocal cords and close the glottis. 3. Muscles of the tongue. The tongue has intrinsic and extrinsic muscles. Intrinsic muscles change the shape of the tongue. Superior longitudinal, elevates the tongue tip. Inferior longitudinal, lowers the tongue tip. Transverse, narrows and elongates the tongue. Vertical, flattens and broadens the tongue. Extrinsic muscles move the tongue in various directions. Genioglossus, protrudes and depresses the tongue. Hyoglossus, depresses and retracts the tongue. Styloglossus, retracts and elevates the tongue. Palatoglossus, elevates the posterior tongue and narrows the oropharyngeal isthmus. Each group plays a crucial role in speech, swallowing, breathing, and posture. If you'd like details on innervation or clinical relevance, let me know.